What up, y'all? We back. 4-4 Heels. I'm your boy, Aaron McKee. That's Steph Ronin right there.
Yes, sir.
We doing this SmackDown Raw review. Add a little main event prediction show at the end for y'all if y'all want to stick around for that. Listen to our predictions. Got some things to say, but let's kick off Smacky, as we like to call it here. We start off with the comedic genius is back, Solo Sokoa, my friends. He is motherfucking back. He comes out with Jacob. He comes out with Jeff Cobb, now JC Mateo. And Solo, make sure you know he says JC a couple times. He said, you know, something along the lines of Jacob retained because of me type of thing. And he started saying motherfucking Jacob's lines, bro.
Bro, that shit had me laughing, bro, because the way the camera was angled, right? It was strictly on 5-2. And then he said, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
He said, we all know what you mean, bro.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. We all know
Solo
what you
started
mean.
saying, I'm all gas, no brakes with it. It was so funny, bro. You could see in the background, you could see Wade Barrett a little bit cracking a smile, bro. When he was like, yeah, I mean, bro. Bro, we know what you mean, bro.
See, and I wrote down like, I find it funny because when he ain't have no Jeff Cobb, he wasn't really like that. Now Jeff Cobb is giving him a little bit boost of confidence and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
That's his shield, if you will, bro. That's his shield, bro. He's got to have someone. And you know what? Jeff Cobb ain't all that big either. I feel like Solo's like, I mean, he's wide, but he's not like big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But, see, that's what I'm saying. Jeff Cobb is wider than Solo. He's wider than Solo. But I'm going to tell you something. Jeff Cobb's strong as a fucking ox. That dude is strong as an ox. I seen him do feats of strength on previous independent promotions. I was like, Jesus. Even in AEW, he had incredible matches in AEW with some of the superstars, bro. So
I think we eventually go in Solo versus Jacob at SummerSlam. I think we're going to get Jeff and Jacob JC and Jacob at Money in the Bank, possibly in 2 weeks from Saturday. And then we get Solo Jacob at SummerSlam. But LA Knight comes out from under the ring to get a little revenge on JC, pulls him out of the ring, smashes the head, takes off running. It leads to a match later on in the night, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But we going to kick off the Money in the Bank qualifiers, baby. We get our girl Chelsea Green. We get Meechin. And then we get Alexa Bliss. Yeah. Great match. I thought it was overall pretty good. Alexa Bliss comes out on top. I kind of felt like that was going to happen 100% of the way. I thought there was a chance because of Chelsea Green's performance last year at Money in the Bank. She might be in it again, but you had to give it to Alexa Bliss, man. Had to.
Yeah, I mean, this is Alexa Bliss' return coming out party for the next couple of weeks. We're starting to see a little bit more Alexa Bliss. So we're seeing her backstage with a little bit of chemistry with Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, talking about friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know,
but
Charlotte
Alexa
Flair.
Bliss, huge pop, bro, huge pop.
She's good. She's overdue. You know, they brought her back since Royal Rumble. She hasn't been doing anything, so I guess they had her in the cut. You know, laying like peroxide. Yeah, at your cock out. You know what I'm saying? And to see what happens when she let's see what happens when she get something involved. Now, do I feel like Wyatt 6 can get involved somewhere down the line? I guarantee you.
Well, I didn't want to say it on Word on the Street because you really don't care about him. But I heard they kind of canceled the plans for now with the Wyatt 6.
Well,
they had something cooking, and now they're like, hey, let's pump the brakes a little bit. And I feel like a lot of WWE wants them back. I do feel that way.
Maybe because Alexa Bliss is back now. That's why they probably want them back. You know what I'm saying?
They want a female fiend.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been saying it. That's the only thing that's going to save this storyline or this, whatever they were doing with this, is if Alexa Bliss comes out as the female fiend. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I think you could drop the Wyatt 6 though and just have like Bo. Maybe.
So just be a tandem.
Yeah. Because it's too much with everyone else. You know what I mean? It's too much. But we get the newest, hottest tag team in the world that people are saying is the best tag team in the world. I disagree, but it's Fraxium versus DIY. Fraxium gets the win. Now, the biggest thing with this match is I was so hyped when DIY first turned heel, but now they just annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah.
They're just annoying.
So they're annoying as faces. They're annoying as heels.
Yeah.
So what I come to realize is between these tag teams, nothing much is going to happen other than the same result every single time. Now, from what it looks like, it's a eventual role being Street Profits and Fraction, which takes place next week on SmackDown for the tag titles. That should be a pretty good match. Apparently, this tag title match was supposed to happen a little bit sooner, but the Street Profits was still banged up from that TLC match.
A little banged up.
Apparently. This match, it was what, Fraxium and DYI. Didn't enjoy it.
No,
not one bit.
Yeah, me neither.
It was flat. It felt flat, man. It felt very, very flat.
And then the other shitty tag team that just hasn't taken off at all came to the rescue, Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with DIY and Motor City. Send them somewhere else. I don't care.
This is where I think the draft needs to come into play. Some folks need to get on Raw. Some players need to get on SmackDown. But if I was the WWE, I wouldn't have 2 tag titles. I would have 1 tag title and have them jump between both shows.
Yeah, like they did previous. I mean, they still had the 2 tag titles, but you was 1 tag team.
It makes more sense that way, man.
Like the women.
Yeah, because I don't think you have enough tag teams in the WWE to actually have 2 different tag divisions like that, right?
Not any that anyone really cares about, because not the Monday that happens in Greenville, but the next Monday we're getting New Day, War Raiders, and who's the third team? American Made in a triple threat match. Yeah. And it's like, on Monday when New Day came out, that's why I went to take a piss and grab another beer, bro. I said, I'm out. Yeah. Went to go check the shirt merch place, all sold out. But
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, trust me, you ain't really missed nothing. Because I saw it I was like, man, I think I went downstairs to get me something to eat or something. You know what I'm saying? Get some medicine or something myself.
Yeah. Fraxium's a good addition to the tag. Fraxium and Street Profits, if they just keep wrestling every week, I'll be happy for a good 4 weeks, Yeah,
but see, that's the problem, though. After them, then what?
We might can't be like the 90s and the Attitude Era where they have the same matches every fucking week.
Hey, look, what about Fraxium and Motor City Machine Guns? Do you think that can be a good?
It'll be a good match, but it won't be a good rivalry.
I think it'll be a good match. You know what I'm saying? But rivalry, that's a whole different story. So I don't know what shit.
Bro, the team of Penta and AJ Styles looked pretty good on Monday Night Raw.
Oh,
that team looked good, bro. That team looked good. They lost, but they look good.
It looked real good, but
it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic.
This is what, again, like I told you, I learned to watch the show for what it is and not for what I want it to be. And that is a prime example of that. In my eyes, when I first heard about this, Raw, Penta versus AJ Styles versus McDonough and Finn Balor, I was stoked. I said, well, damn, here we go. Watch the damn match. I feel like there was supposed to be more on the plate. I feel like I got just an appetizer or something. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little tease.
It was just a tease, man. Yeah. It wasn't all the way through. So
now listen to this. By the end of the year, though, we could have the Lucha Bros back together, and we could have the Usos back together. How do you feel about that, bro?
You think the Usos?
I mean, what are they gonna do after this run with Jay, bro? What else? What other choice they got?
Well, it depends if Jay's run, dries up.
It's gonna be over by this year. I know that. So? He ain't going into 2026 as a world heavyweight champion. No way.
Oh, okay. So I don't mean his title run. I mean his yeet run. It depends how much further along they're going to keep milking his yeet run. Yeah, if they still got more money and more mileage in that yeet run, I don't think they're going to put him back as a tag team. I think they're going to try to loop him right back into the title contention and chase again. Yeah. Maybe even for the undisputed
Intercontinental or something. Or go over to the other side.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe Jay might get drafted to SmackDown.
Yeah. We need Jimmy out there dancing again, bro.
Well, word on the street. They say Jimmy might be written off TV for a couple of weeks.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man.
Bro, we get a R-Truth interview talking about that ain't John Cena. He said, "I'm gonna beat him with loyalty, hustle. And respect."
R-Truth, man. That was actually a pretty good sit down right there. Man. I'm watching that shit, and
it was funny.
What a way, if you Ron the Truth Killings, what a way, and by the way, who was a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, former US champion, multiple time tag team champions, 24/7, 311C, 365 champion.
I think he was like the 100-time 24/7 champ. I don't know how many times he won that.
Crazy. I don't know.
It was a lot.
But hey, man, the man is doing great things right now.
Yep.
He's coming out the woodwork, and he's delivering. I mean, he's the residential comedic act for WWE, and shit. Anytime they need something funny, they call our true folk. Hey, man. But to be surprised, do I think this match is going to be worth a damn? Nah, not really. I think it's just going to be. No. It might be a squash match, to be honest with you.
And it's a non-title match, bro.
Is it a non-title match?
It's a non-title match. So that gives me a little like, what's going to happen type thing. I don't know, though. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We get round 2, Alistair Black versus Carmelo Hayes. We get a little Miz DQ. Melo gets the upper hand with the nothing but net. Stands tall over Alistair Black. I believe next week or tomorrow on SmackDown, we're getting Alistair Black, Melo, and Shinsuke Nakamura Money in the Bank qualifier. Shinsuke cuts a promo. I just skip forward. Boop, 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 boop. I don't like that. I don't know why he ever won a Royal Rumble, bro. I know he. I don't get it, bro. That's what my boy Arnaldo was like, bro. He was hot back then, bro.
Yeah,
everyone loved this.
He was hot.
I was like,
Imagine who I can compare him to right now. Imagine him sort of similar to what Rollins is, right? When Rollins come out with his music, this is one of the first people who I heard the crowd sing the music to.
The music,
the very first one.
Yeah.
So that was
and they took that away from him by slowing the fucking music down.
Yeah, they took it away, and this is like the third altercation of music he has. So he has one song. It sounded like his original, but it was like a rock song. You know what I'm saying? Japanese rock song. So they messed it up. This is like the third time he went heel. Like really the third time he went heel after being face and stuff. But I'm excited for that match because I hope Shinsuke wins. I got to go for my boy Shinsuke.
No, bro. You know that ain't happening. You know it's one of the other two, bro.
Tyler,
you know it's either Alistair Black or Melo. A lot of people online are saying they want Melo to actually win the Money in the Bank. And I'm like, that's too soon, bro. Like, it wouldn't be too soon if they did the story better up to this year. But story-wise, it don't make sense at all for him to be a world championship this coming year. That makes no sense, bro.
Look, it don't gotta have no story to it, Oops. I'm gonna tell you why. Because we're gonna chime on this on Word on the Street because we was going a little tit for tat about some goddamn Rhea Ripley. I'm gonna tell you why. The Money in the Bank whole concept was to give mid-cards, upper mid-carders to a chance to grab that briefcase and shine, right?
Yeah.
When you start putting already established main eventers into these contests, it really sucks all the fucking enjoyment out of having a Money in the Bank. Because one of the surprises about Money in the Bank is you don't know who's going to fucking win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you got a bunch of upper mid-carders and mid-carders on deck. So who's going to be the next one? Who's the next champion, right? Now you're going to have Rhea in there, bruh.
But let me tell you, last Money in the Bank, we both said Drew McIntyre and Tiffany Stratton were going to win. And that's exactly who the fuck won. Yeah. We both called it. I called it the year before with Damian Priest.
Yeah.
And we called who won the women's on that side? Who was that? Who was it the year Damian Priest won? Buck. Shit. Who was it? I can't remember.
I think LA Knight was in that match, right?
LA Knight, yeah. LA Knight about to go like 0-4 in fucking Money in the Bank matches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, that's who it is. It's Alistair Black, LA Knight, and Shinsuke? Carmelo ain't in that match. It's LA Knight, or maybe I'm getting them confused. I know LA Knight's in the qualifier and Alistair Black and Shinsuke. I think that might be the qualifier. Right. So it might be LA Knight. We don't know, bro. We don't. I could be wrong. My bad. Y'all will correct me. I know y'all do that shit.
It better not be LA Knight. I tell you that shit, bro. It better not be him, bro. He had too many chances, bro. I think in wrestling, any Cali, man, you had too many damn chances in the damn match.
Too many times in that goddamn match, bro. So, it was EO Sky when Damian won. EO Sky and Damian. We both called that too. Yeah, I called Damian.
Yeah.
We knew EO was. So for the women, we've known who's won the last 2 years, bro.
That's true.
We knew for a fact it was going to be EO. And we knew for a fact it was going to be Tiffy. And I know for a fact it better be Rhea.
That's what I'm saying. That's a waste of a spot. See, Rhea is that powerful. Rhea is that over where you don't have to insert her in a match like this for her to even get back onto a title chase run. you can just have her insert at any given time. You know what I'm saying? Let that opportunity go to somebody else who, you know, deserves it, or let alone someone who's going to make the match more exciting. Because now Rhea becomes the automatic favorite. Do you agree?
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
That shit is ass. That's bad booking, bro. That's bad booking. Because Rhea should have never lost the title in the first place.
Yeah. Well, are you talking she never should have lost the title before Mania, or she shouldn't never lost the title when she got hurt?
Before Mania. No, before Mania.
I wonder how the booking, how you think the booking would have been if she didn't get hurt and then Becky won in the Royal Rumble, won the belt, and then Becky eventually loses to Liv Morgan. If Rhea doesn't get hurt, she might still be champ right now. She might have had a Roman Reigns type run, bro.
She was going on that run. She had it over for 300 something days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was going on that run, but the problem is she got hurt, which is fine. I understand it took Taylor off. Okay, and then it did wonders for Liv. So you got two birds and one stone type of shit, right?
Yeah.
But because you elevated Liv and you still kept Rhea here. So that was a good job. But then you put the title back on Rhea, only for her to lose it before WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was a crazy fucking Monday Night Raw, bro. For her losing that, I was like, what the fuck just happened, bro?
She should have won that match, first of all. She should have retained. And the EO could have been Rhea and the EO, or it could have been Bianca and Rhea. Whatever you want. That's it.
Yeah.
Waste of time, bro. Waste of time.
We get someone who deserves a spot in the Money in the Bank, and that's my boy Solo Sokoa against his brother, Jimmy Uso. Weird they have different last names, you know, wrestling. And then we get Ray Phoenix, who we all thought was going to win that match, but then someone brought it up online that Money in the Bank is the same night as that like AAA WWE crossover.
Worlds collide.
So Ray Phoenix is probably going to be on that card for sure.
Yeah.
And we get Solo Sokoa, who I think after the year he had leading into January 6th, not the Donald Trump January 6th, the Raw on Netflix January 6th. We get that day.
Right.
And I think he deserves this spot in this Money in the Bank. And shall I say, he might deserve to win the fucking briefcase, bro. I can make an argument for it.
Oh, no. You ain't got to make an argument, bro, because I'm right there with you, bro, because I agree. And like I said, I said it last year before this year in WrestleMania, for the year that Solo had and not even be on the card WrestleMania, that sucks. That blows balls. So I think he does deserve the Money in the Bank. Big Jim, I thought Big Jim was going to get in. Big Jim's out. Yeah. Okay, so Big Jim ain't in. We're going to see what the more qualifying matches is. I'm hoping the devil we know is going to be up in that junk. You know what I'm saying? I really hope so. You know what I'm saying? Carrying Cross on the on old Big Nose podcast.
Ariel Hawani, bro.
Yeah, that's his name. He had
he was holding the case like, it does look good. I got a word on the street from that motherfucking interview. Good shit.
Oh yeah, it was a great interview, man. Carrying fucking Cross, bro. Like, hey, let's get on to it.
Yeah,
we gonna get into. We have to, one way or another.
Yeah. So this triple threat, Solo gets the win. It leads to LA Knight getting involved again, and then Nick Aldis always likes to come out when shit's hitting the fan and be like, "We got a match right now." We get JC Mateo in some street clothes versus LA Knight in some wrestling attire. JC Mateo pins LA Knight pretty clean, bro. Solo grabbed him a little bit, distracted him, but pretty clean match. LA Knight gets the loss. I'm sure the internet is in an uproar about their god LA Knight losing, but
Who? Wait, what? What's going on?
People love LA Knight still, bro.
Is he still on fire on the internet community? Because
he's
can't
on
tell.
Fire.
I can't tell. I can't tell. Them LA Knights ain't really yan, bro, like they used to no more, man. I'm listening to the crowd. It ain't going nowhere, man. Listen, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's booking fault, and I honestly believe LA Knight needs a new coat of paint, and I think going to Raw will help him with that. He can chase the World Heavyweight Championship. You can put him into that whatever that is going on with him, Rollins, Breaker, Heyman. You can throw him into a mix like that. That would be entertaining for him to go against that trio like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a plethora of new things that LA Knight can do on Raw that he's already done on SmackDown. So I think he needs a new fresh coat of paint, maybe a change of a name brand.
Let me ask you this. I feel like when a person debuts in WWE, they always win. But when a person debuts in AEW, they kind of lose a lot of the time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They do.
Like, do you think it's a good thing to win in your debut, losing because you're like the new guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I think it depends on who it is, first of all. And I think it depends on who the opponent is.
Yeah.
I think all that goes into play of whether you win or lose your first match. So
I definitely didn't see LA Knight losing to JC Mateo, though.
I
didn't see it, bro.
Yeah. Well, listen, they're trying to surround Solo with another sort of like a Bloodline 2.0.
Yeah.
You know, again, but I don't think they'll call it Bloodlines, they'll call it something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think this is something just to build up because our boy Bronson Reed's come back during SummerSlam. So I think
dude, I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited for that, bro.
That's what I think is happening.
They could call them the Island Boys. You know, that's where you go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
We get the main event that it was a great match, bro. Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, great storytelling. The chair shot heard round the world, bro. God damn, she got blasted with that chair in the head, bro. Fucking blood instantly. We get a little Jade Cargill, Naomi in the mix, bro. I thought it was a terrific match. Great storytelling, all that good stuff. Moonsault gets kicked out of for the first time in Tiffany Stratton's career by Nia Jax. You know I fucking hate people kicking out of finishers.
Yeah.
Because it's not a finisher then. We gotta change the name. We gotta change the name to Hope It Finishes Them. That's what we need to call them.
At that point, it's just a signature move. That's all it is.
Signature move. Yeah,
That's all it is right now.
Yeah.
I didn't like this match at all, bro. This shit sucks.
Oh, bro.
And I'm sorry, bro. I'm being honest. I didn't like it at all, bro. I didn't. It was uncoordinated once again because of who's involved. And I'm not gonna put it all on Tiffany. It was more damn Nia Jax moving like she had her feet stuck in quicksand. All right. There was a few botches in there, as you can expect from these two. That's fine. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But the transitions. Bro, I don't know if we could have had too many commercial breaks within this match because this match was pretty long, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was.
For it to be the last one. I just lost the flow I couldn't get the flow of the match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you know a match is great, based off the flow. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a whole bunch of stuff from the other company we got to talk about. Definitely last night. What a goddamn show that was, boy.
It was pretty good.
Man, that was a good damn dynamite, bro. But the flow of the match is very important. Tiffy, again, she's over. I give her props for that, you know, but I didn't like this match too much, bro. I really didn't care for it. You know what? I watched it twice. The
fucking instant blood I was like, damn, she bleeding. I was like, right away, I was like, God damn, that's a lot of blood. It was
drop kicked the shit out that damn chair, bro.
Yeah. And people are blaming Nia for holding the chair backwards. Like, if she would have held it the right way, she wouldn't have been bleeding. I said, bro, Tiffy kicked the fuck out of that chair, bro. No matter what hits you, you're fucking bleeding after that, bro.
I kind of feel like Tiffy don't have good body control, and that's crazy for a gymnast.
Not with those kicks, bro. You know when she does the shoulder down, like I was like, she be kicking the fuck out of these women, bro.
The girl got heavy feet.
Yeah, she got heavy feet, bro.
She got heavy feet, man.
Yeah.
Of course, I knew Tiffy was gonna win. Obviously,
oh yeah,
you know
it's leading to a fatal 4-way, bro. I'm telling you. Money in the Bank, fatal 4-way, Naomi, Jade, Nia, Tiffy. That's what I think. What else would they be doing? They already did the damn tag match with these four. The only thing left to do is the fatal 4-way, bro.
They're only a 4-way dance, right?
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be a 4-way dance. I'm gonna tell you who's next deserving contender for that title. Should be Naomi. It should be one-on-one. If
she's in the fatal 4, that's what I was gonna ask you, because a lot of people online are like, Naomi should win Money in the Bank. I was like, but if she gets a shot at the title at Money in the Bank, she don't need the fucking briefcase because she's already getting a title. She's already getting a title shot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what they basically telling you is they think Naomi deserves the championship because when you Money in the Bank, you're pretty much a champion. You're the future champion. We just don't know when. It's a matter of if.
Drew. Drew the same night, bro. No.
Yeah, 5 minutes, man. 5-minute Drew.
Austin Theory failed to cash in on the U.S. title. Oh.
and you know, and the way, not only was it a failed cash in, it was a failed cash in on the U.S. title.
Yeah. Who was it? I think it was Dom, bro. Dom was like, he was like, I'm going to cash in on the tag team titles with a homie. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm going to do something different if I ever win. I was like, you don't even think about that. You always think except for Austin Theory going for the U.S. title and fucking, but you never think be like, grab a homie, get the tag team belts real quick, especially if you're already the Intercontinental Champion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You know why you don't think about stuff like that?
Because
you
stupid.
have a free ticket to get the damn biggest prize in the game, and you want to waste it on a tag team title? Nah.
You know what I like to see? I like to see someone cash in the Money in the Bank and just have a straight up match and be like, I want a straight up match.
That's happened before.
Hell in the Cell. Oh. Right, like not right now, but I want to I'm cashing this bitch in at a SummerSlam Hell in a Cell type match. I'm going. Like, I would like to see that again.
I think John Cena did that one year where he cashed in days before to let them know that I'm coming for this title, and they
just man up, you know, straight up.
He manned up. You know what I'm saying? Hustle, low respect. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day.
R-Truth. That ends good old Smacky. We gonna go to WWE Raw. I was in attendance, Greenville, South Carolina. Shout out to the crowd. Everyone's buzzing online about how hyped this crowd was. I text you during main event, and I was like, these people are hyped for them fucking Ivy Nile versus fucking, what's her name? Maxine Dupree, bro.
Hey.
Bro, they was cheering the War Raiders. I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? I was like, War Raiders are getting a huge pop on main event, bro. I was like, what's going on?
It's South Carolina, bro. You know what I mean, man.
Small stadium, bro. Small stadium.
Oh, man. This Raw, I watched it twice, honestly.
Yeah.
It was again because I had to watch the Penta AJ Styles match.
Yeah.
And JD McDonough and Finn Balor match twice, because what I do now is if I go into this and halfway through it and I'm feeling like this, I'm like,
there wasn't the crowd kind of died in the middle of that match for sure. I was like, man, this match is like a lot of low spots, and they're not keeping the crowd's entertainment. You know what I mean?
I'll give you an example. At one point, Finn Balor was stomping the shit out of AJ on the ropes. He was using the ropes, stomping him. He panted to the crowd in the front, panted to the crowd in the side, panted to the crowd in the back of him, walked around, talked some shit to fucking Penta, came back to AJ, and continued to stomp him, pull him up, walk over to JD McDonough talking shit, and then they make a tag. Bro, that shit too slow. It's too much time. It kills the momentum, bro. Yeah. It's too much time. That was just one instance. You know what I mean? So, I was disappointed in this match because I had high hopes. Again, I have to check myself. I got to remember I'm watching the E, not AEW, but I'm watching the E. So I have to temper my expectations when I come to the matches at times. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I thought this match was going to be a banger, bro. Look who was in it.
Yeah. I thought it would be delivered better than it did. But my boy, Grande Americano shows up, baby. He got the faceplate. This is definitely leading to a mass versus match with Penta for sure. That's the dude he keeps attacking. It's leading this way. Finn Balor gets the pin over Penta. Like we said, it wasn't the best match, but the show kicks off, bro, with my boy Logan Paul comes out to hella booze. He cuts a great promo. I felt like he cut a great promo. No yeet, facts. Gunther comes out and kind of cuts a weak-ass promo for Gunther, right? Mm-hmm. Giving credit to Logan Paul, asking him for advice kind of type shit. It was kind of weird, bro.
It was one of those build you up just to tear you down type of shit. I already knew he was going because he did say, if it's you, I hope it's not you, but if it is you, I'm going to mollywop your ass. And Gunther would. I would like to see that motherfucker get mollywopped by Gunther. But Gunther don't want Logan Paul. He wants Jey Uso.
The Uso, which Uso gets the super kick to the face. Yeah. Logan Paul, man.
Sliding out from behind the ring.
Yeah.
Huge pop on the crowd, super kick on the shoulder blade, just to be accurate there. Nowhere near the face. Hit him right on the shoulder.
It was a good start to the show. I give Logan credit again. Dude can cut a promo when the crowd fucking is just booing the shit out of him.
Listen.
He has composure, unlike one Charlotte Flair, who's been in the game forever.
Yeah, well, that's for here, it's there. But let's talk about Logan Cabin Paul. We can talk about him for a little bit. The problem is with Logan Paul is it's not his promos. He knows how to maintain his composure and overdo the crowd and work the crowd. So I'm not knocking on that, and I'm not knocking him on his athleticism. He's a very good, spot monkey in the ring when he knows how to do those spots and shit. Like I said, your boy isn't relatable to most people at all, bro. Definitely not people. Definitely not people.
And I think that's the problem. Is he's not relatable. That's a good point, bro. Because you look at, Jey Uso struggles. That's relatable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A Cody Rhodes who got fired from his job, came back. That's relatable. Logan Paul, ain't no one really lived that life. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no one lived that life.
Live the life, or don't nobody care, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every time I look on TV, I'm looking. Give me a Logan Paul t-shirt. Somebody, please, in the crowd. Just one. Give me one.
Hey, there was a big ass Prime bottle sign in the crowd, bro. It was high up so the cameras couldn't catch it, bro. But it was big as shit, bro.
What?
Yeah, big old Prime bottle sign, bro. Probably had 2 people holding that motherfucker up.
Oh yeah?
Bro. Yeah.
Did it have Logan Paul shirts on? I don't think so.
No, it had his drink on it though, big dog. He came out and took a little sip of his own product, you know.
I'll guarantee you there was nothing in that damn bottle, bro. He don't even drink his own shit. Logan Paul don't even drink Prime, bro. Shit. Every time you see him sip Prime, it's like this.
It's like when Obama drank that Flint water, bro. He's like, "Oh, it's drinkable." He said.
Yeah, man. Nah. I agree with what Karrion Kross said about Logan Paul all the way. He said, I don't have nothing against Logan Paul. He said, I got something against the system for like Logan Paul works in. But you have wrestlers like Karrion Kross, who is, may I mind you, the #1 merch seller in WWE right now. Shirts are sold out, flying off the shelves. String them up. Not the devil, but string them up shirts, right? And my man gets a match on main event. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Or he got nothing on this Raw, bro. Not a peep, not a word, nothing.
Not a mention.
Not a backstage little eyeball, nothing, bro. I kept waiting. I was like, come on, main event, give me something. Nothing.
And I was going to say this for word on the street, but since it's already here, it's conclusive. Let's go ahead and talk about it right now. For Triple H to sit here and tell us multiple times that who don't matter? The internet don't matter. But you are centering basically your future, mortgaging your future around an internet sensation in Logan Paul, okay? And what did I tell you last time? Last time it was overseas for the European tour, the crowd was chanting, "We don't know you." If you look on our comments, there's a dude, I guess he's from UK. He said, "I don't know the bloke." Like people, he is only popular in the States.
America. Yeah,
he is not popular internationally.
Yeah.
And if for WWE, because the W means world, what you gonna do with that boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do? Because people don't care overseas. They don't care about him overseas, bro. The only people who care about him is people in America, and the only people why because we're social media addicts in America. That's why we know about Logan Paul. So, with that being said, Karrion Kross is right. You have other talents who is bubbling and real people that people want to see that are clamoring for these spots. And like, there's only but so many spots up here. There's only so many. You're going to give one to YouTube man, Prime man, just for what reason?
Because the U.S. is the #1 consumer country in the world, bro. Yeah, so it don't matter if the rest of the world don't know who Logan Paul is. We know who that motherfucker is.
But
6.5 million views on the SummerSlam backflip, bro.
Yeah. That's all dandy, man. That's all internet numbers.
That's why they have Logan Paul, bro. Viral moments.
Triple H don't care about the internet. It's fake. But viral moments matter, right? Okay. Make it make fucking sense.
On the WWE page, that internet counts. When WWE posts a clip, that's what counts, bro.
Yeah. And bringing up internet stars like fucking ISO Speed and all other shit,
See, I don't know who the fuck ISO Speed is. I was like, who's this little midget? I don't know who this fella is.
Right.
Wearing a Cristiano Ronaldo jersey or whatever, bro.
Yeah.
But see, a lot of people know who that little fucker is. You know what I'm saying?
Again.
You know how I know who Logan Paul was? Because of Jake Paul, boxing. That's how I knew who Logan Paul was.
That's me. That's the same way.
I'm a boxing fan.
That's the only
I'm a boxing fan. I see, who's this motherfucker? They're like, oh, he's a YouTuber. He's boxing. He's knocking out fucking Nate Robinson. R.I.P. Nate Robinson. Not really dead, but he got killed in that match.
He got mollywopped.
Like a bam, 2x4. But I'm telling you, give it some time, bro. You can be a Logan Paul fan. It's gonna happen.
Nah, I mean, I'm not saying that I won't like him. I'm just saying, as far as right now, in the state of where WWE is at right now, where you got the #1 merch seller, Karrion Kross, selling out shirts left and right. They can't even keep them in stock online. And this motherfucker can't move a goddamn T-shirt. But yet, this dude is
it's because he don't have a T-shirt for WWE. I've never seen it because
he has 1,000 T-shirts. Go look at
online. I want it at the stadium. God damn it! I want it at the stadium.
They don't even have T-shirts for Logan Paul at the stadium.
Bro, they only have like 8 fucking shirts there, bro, and 2 of them are going to be Cody Rhodes and motherfucking John Cena. That's what was funny too, because people were complaining about Karrion Kross not being on Raw, yet they were selling a shirt there. I was like, well, they were selling John Cena shirts. That motherfucker wasn't there. They were selling Greensboro Nightmare Cody Rhodes. That motherfucker wasn't there either. I was like, the shirts and who's on the show are irrelevant, guys. Like, irrelevant.
Okay. Yeah, it is. But the way they're pushing Logan Paul, why he ain't got no shirt at the goddamn merch stand?
Because he's a heel, bro. He's a heel. It's like JBL said, I don't want y'all to sell my T-shirts. I don't want y'all to do that because I'm a heel. I don't want people starting to like me.
Well, they better do something because ain't nobody got no damn Logan Paul T-shirts in the crowd. I tell you that,
bro.
Right now.
Put it up there, WWE. Your boy will buy the whole box.
Yeah, but listen, what I'm saying is that spot that they are so giving to Logan Paul because of his internet sensation, you can easily do that for Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
You can easily have Karrion Kross come out there, cut a promo, or be featured in matches, or be featured in this feud. You can easily do that for Karrion Kross, and he's much more deserving of it, of someone who got it from the mud. He built himself up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand the business side aspect of it, right? TKO probably in Triple H's ear and shit.
What was Shane McMahon's fucking theme song? Money, money, money.
Yeah. Well, I understand that. I understand that factor, but like I said, I understand what Kross said. Like Kross said, good thing. He said, I ain't got no problem with Logan. He said, I actually think he's doing a good job. So, you know what I'm saying? He said, I just don't like the system that he's in to propel him. And that's my biggest beef with him, bro.
But give Logan Paul credit right now. This motherfucker been showing up a lot more this year like he said he would. He said he wants to go full time. He does. He got off. What did he get off? It was on his, it was either on his show or his podcast. He said he got offered. Yeah, it was a boxing match with someone. He got offered like $15 million to do a boxing match with someone. I forget who he was boxing, but he was like, no. He's like, I'm a wrestler now. He's like, I don't care about boxing no more. Like, you know, he went away and fought Floyd Mayweather. He's still part of WWE. Like, he's like, no. He's like, I'm not doing none of that. He's like, I'm a WWE wrestler. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. See, that's
give the man credit, bro.
Because a month ago, I heard him say, "Hey, man, this fight gonna give me some much money." So you know, after this. So and now he's saying he's a WWE wrestler. Okay, cool. Pick your fucking spot, my man. Like, what you gonna do?
He's picking WWE, bro.
Hey, like I said, maybe later on down the line, because he still hasn't had that one feud that maybe be like, I believe this motherfucker, and he has been showing up a lot lately. I will say that he is now officially a full-time part-timer. So I'm not even mad at that shit. You know what I'm saying? Full-time part-timer. That's what he is. That's all he's gonna do is show up and cut a promo and knock somebody out and keep it moving to the back, bro.
Yeah, he needs to wrestle more on Raw and SmackDown for sure.
Give me a match here. Give me a match there. Let me. I can't get into. See, again, for me, I got to see you wrestle for me to be attached to you.
Yeah.
Like promos and whatever your stardom is, that doesn't do it for me. I have to see you a match. If I see more Logan Paul matches more than just on PLEs every couple of months, then I could probably start to understand his gimmick or his persona or whatnot.
Yeah.
But if he wrestles I don't think he wrestled since WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Full-time, part-timer, Logan Paul. That's what you are, boy.
He's there, big dog. We go to Becky Lynch, Nat, and Roxanne. We get a Lyra interference on Becky. You know, it's funny. So, like, you saw where my tickets were right there. Yeah. So, I could just see Lyra waiting right there to come run in, bro. Like, all of us in those two sections were like, Lyra's getting involved in this match. And whenever she starts running. And same at the end of the show when Logan Paul was there. I was yelling at Logan Paul. I was like, Logan, go knock his bitch ass out. Knock him out. But we could see them just like waiting and waiting and waiting. But Lyra gets involved. I kind of, we'll talk about this. Little Vince Russo said on Word on the Street, but this match was very, very predictable. I knew Natalie was taking the pin. We knew Roxanne was winning. And I knew Lyra was going to get involved, bro. I knew all that before this match started. And it went exactly how I thought it would.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the name of the game for WWE is predictability.
Yeah.
I think that's actually...
It's predictability till it's not. And then we're like, what the fuck? I think that they do it on purpose a little bit.
Oh, no, they definitely do it on purpose. They definitely, right when you think you know everything, they change the fucking questions, right? So that's a hallmark of WWE. They always produce their shows this way. Very predictable and things like that. I know what if you're going to say what I think you're going to say about Vince Russo, we definitely got to talk about that on Word on the Street.
Yeah.
So, and I think it was something about the way how this show was shot. Like the way how this show is produced is, you know what I'm saying? So, Lyra coming out, and not only when she came out, she had to try to pull out Becky 3 different cases from the match.
Now was about to put her in the sharpshooter. She said, "No, I got this bitch."
Yeah, I was like, "What the heck?" He just kept pulling her, and then at one point, it slipped my mind. I was like, "Damn, I forgot this is a triple threat match, so there's no fucking rules." So I was like, "Damn, she's doing that shit right in front of the ref. She's pretty fucking bold." But I forgot there was a three-way match. So, I was like, "Damn." Everything's predictable. Like I said, Roxy. She's got it, and I still think she's gonna fucking win. So
did you hear Becky calling out spots for Roxanne though? She had to yell at Roxanne a few times and be like, "Get in, go rock, go, go." But other than that, it was an entertaining match. Natalie, Natalia, she always delivers. Every match of hers is I'm like, that was an entertaining match. Like she tried to go for the double sharpshooter. But then she got like a different type of double sharpshooter later on in the match type shit. So it was good shit. I want to say shout out to Lyra's boyfriend getting a lot of hate online because of his maybe his looks. I guess people are like, this guy pulled a baddie. And I'm like, yes, he did, motherfucker. Sometimes us ugly motherfuckers pull some hot bitches, all right?
Oh. So I guess they're clowning him, but they don't know this dude is a professional wrestler.
Was he really?
Yeah, he is.
Oh shit, he don't look like a professional
wrestler for an independent wrestling promotion.
I'm not hating on him, but he don't look like a professional wrestler.
Do you know what his next match is? Well, he had the glasses on and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
So his next match is a big match with Matt Cardona. He used to be a Zack Ryder fan, dressed up as Zack Ryder and shit. And now his match is with Matt Cardona. Yeah. Independent promotion. I think it's with could be wrong, GCW or Hawk, one of the two. Yeah. One of the two.
The picture I always see of him, I was like, is he wearing a Cody Rhodes windbreaker? But then it's not a Cody Rhodes windbreaker. But yeah, he getting a lot of hate online. Y'all just jealous motherfuckers. Then we get, bro, this match was entertaining. I love Grayson Waller. I love Austin Theory. We get Sheamus, Grayson Waller. Austin Theory gets a huge pop during the match. We start cheering Austin Theory. He kind of acknowledges the crowd like, what's up? Yeah. But we see this heel turn coming, or we see not a heel turn, but a separation of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory coming. It was teased about a year ago. Now it looks like we're getting the payoff from it. But entertaining match overall. What'd you think about the match?
It was really physical, and I like that from Sheamus. Grayson Waller, did Grayson Waller things, and Sheamus do Sheamus things. It was a match that I thought I was going to get. They are milking the shit out of this A-Town Down Under breakup. They are milking the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I feel like that they want it to happen. They just don't know when they're gonna make it happen. So they're like, go out there and tease it again, fellas.
Yeah. But when it happens, and you heard Greenville, South Carolina, chanting Austin Theory, it was going for Theory. Yeah. So we pretty know who's going to be the face in that rivalry and who's going to be the heel. Yeah. Austin Theory's going to be over. And I think this is what we need for Austin Theory to get him, push him to that next level. Yeah. He hasn't been doing nothing since the last 2 years.
And people are always like, but he beat John Cena at WrestleMania. I was like, that's not a way to get you over. Like, beating John Cena is not going to get you over with fans, bro. You're going to piss off half the fans. You know what I'm saying? Half the fans are John Cena diehards, bro. So if you beat fucking John Cena, it doesn't make you more of a baby face. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But why did they keep bringing that shit up? Because that shit was over almost damn near 3 years ago. Like, well, what are we doing? Why are we bringing that shit? That shit is old.
It was 3 Manias ago, bro. It was. Yeah. It was in Hollywood, bro. Yeah. Nah. But we go to the triple threat that became a one-on-one match. We all know Zoe was going to take the pin in this match. There was a question. You said you thought Kairi Sane might win. I said Rhea's definitely winning. But we all knew Zoe was taking the pin. And obviously that didn't happen because Zoe done torn every ligament in her knee. Goddamn. And have you seen the clip? You can hear her yelling Kairi when she's midair.
Yeah.
Who do you think's at fault for that injury? Was it Kairi's fault or Zoe's fault? I felt like Zoe jumped way too early.
It's Zoe's fault.
Yeah.
If you got to call Kairi, and this is when you watch it live, you could hear her say Kairi.
Yeah.
If you got to call for her to get her attention to turn around in order for you to perform this move, and you still go ahead to do it as if she's in transition running towards you, okay. First of all, that move is very crazy dangerous if you don't know how to protect yourself because you got one coming this way, one coming this way.
On both sides. On both sides. Yeah. And that's how Dakota Kai got injured, was that fucking Zoe Stark's missile drop kick.
Well, yeah, because Zoe Stark kicked the shit out of her. Yeah. Had to give her a concussion.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that shit on Raw. I mean, she jumped halfway across the goddamn ring, knocked her molly-whopped ass.
Yeah.
But the problem is, when I don't know if it's because there's a height difference between Zoe and Sane. Man, when she did the bottom foot got caught on the ring or something, and it twisted her shit all the way back, bro.
And like I was like, I don't know why she just didn't kind of go through with the missile drop kick instead of trying to land on her feet. You know what I'm saying? If you would have just landed on your side, you probably would have been all right.
Or you know just climbed through the ropes and did a running clothesline and then try to set that spot up later in the match. I don't know.
Yeah.
She didn't. I don't know why she felt right then and there she had to execute that move for that match, but it cost her. And I'm sad to say this. She's come back from another injury. She just have another injury. It's going to be a while. I think we might have seen the last of Zoe Stark in WWE.
Me too. I think so
I just kind of feel that way.
And the crazy part about this Zoe Stark injury was, I don't know how true it could, you never know what's fake on the internet. I went back on Dave Meltzy's page and tried to look up, but someone commented on it and he said that that injury was a work, bro. And I was like, bro, that was not a work, bro.
Who said that?
Dave Meltzer, bro. And I was like, bro, I could be wrong. We will ask the people, did he really post this? Because I think he might have posted it and then realized it wasn't work and then deleted that motherfucker. But I saw someone comment something about the injury and he's like, oh, that injury's a work. I was like, bro,
no.
I was there, bro. I was in the stadium, bro. I could hear her yelling, bro.
Yes. And that's the number one dead giveaway. She was yelling to the heavens.
Rhea's face was a dead giveaway, bro.
Rhea, look, when you watching the show, and this is how I know, I was like, oh, it's happening. Rhea's face, for a split second, she broke character and had a face of concern because she was looking at sort of like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
And then next thing you see, the damn doctor.
That's why I was like, you think it's a work, but a doctor comes in 10 seconds after it happened, bro? That shit was crazy, bro. I tried to look on Dave Meltzer's Twitter page, but I couldn't find where he actually commented about that. But I was like, maybe he deleted it. Maybe it was fake AI trying to make Meltzy look bad. Who knows?
That's true.
Who knows?
With AI going on, we don't know nowadays. So we want
you never know what's true. But like I always say, we going to say some shit that's true, fake. We don't fucking know, but we going to talk about it.
We go. Damn right. But hey, shout out to Zoe Stark, man. Hope you get better. I hate it for her. You know what I mean? Because obviously WWE seen something in her because they let 2 of her faction members gone and kept her on. So they saw something in her.
They saw something in her. Now, I will say the thing that kind of sucked was when her music hit and she was coming out, no pop. When she got injured and they were taking her back, everyone was chanting Zoe. I was like, oh, guys, y'all didn't cheer for her at all when she came out, though. Like, I feel disrespected.
No, well, the thing is, Zoe, the wrestler character, they don't care. But Zoe, the person they show love. You know what I mean? So let's temper that.
But this is what I want to bring up. This is why I think more wrestlers need to learn how to work on the fly, because you could tell there was a big, well, they might have cut to commercial. I was there live. There was a huge gap of them trying to figure it out. The ref kept going back and forth, talking to each wrestler. Like, there was just a lot of confusion. And I felt like if wrestlers, like, they always talk about it now, how they predetermine basically everything and they just kind of run it like a script. They plan it out. But if it was a Ric Flair or something, that match, because that match did seem like kind of like, after that happened, you know what I mean?
Everything fell apart.
Yeah. But if it was like a Ric Flair and a Hogan out there, you know, those type of old school wrestlers, they would have been able to like still make the match better than how that match kind of went. Yeah.
That injury definitely cost the match. All kinds of ways. I definitely would say that. I still think the outcome was the same. I think Rhea was supposed to win that match.
It was just Zoe was supposed to take the pin.
Exactly. And not saying because she just came back. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. But when I was there at the stadium, I was like, what if Kyrie was supposed to pin while the match was going? And I even talked to the dude behind me. I was like, what if Kyrie was supposed to pin Zoe and Kyrie was going to go to the Money in the Bank? That keeps Rhea not looking weak. But then what if they switched it because they can't have Kyrie pin Rhea? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And because that sounds good. That makes sense, because you want Kyrie Sane coming back from injury, get a pin for over Zoe without.
And put her in the Money in the Bank because she'd be entertaining as fuck in Money in the Bank. You know what I'm saying?
Sky Pirate. She's called the Sky Pirate for a reason, you know?
She came out throwing fucking treasure to the fucking crowd.
Bro, she had chocolate gold coins for the crowd. I said, I know them motherfuckers right there. That's some
I said, you got them bitches at 7-Eleven QT, motherfucker. I know you did. Bro, we get Finn Balor introducing Roxanne Perez to the Judgment Day. And is Dominic Mysterio about to get another? Is this man got weak knees, bro? What's going on, bro?
Bro, hey, somebody commented last time you said weak knees. Yeah. He do got weak knees, because I'm gonna tell you right now, she gave him chicken nuggies. And that motherfucker fell in love. And we said this weeks ago. It's for Dom.
Yeah.
Finn Balor is trying to stir the pot with Dom and Liv.
Yeah. Because who was he talking to before Liv got involved? He was talking to Liv. He talked to Liv a couple times, bro.
Yeah.
Finn's just trying to get any bitch away. Like, he puts Dom with a girl. And then he's like, I fucked up. Let me get him a new one.
Here it is. Future match. Dom Mysterio versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. And Finn's going to take it.
No.
And, Watch. Finn's going to win this match because it's going to be a distraction. It's going to come in the form of Roxanne Perez.
Yeah.
Watch.
Maybe. And shout out Dom. That motherfucker doesn't like chicken nuggets. He likes chicken tendies, bitch.
Yeah.
You're fucked up.
Speaking of which, did you see the little back and forth between Raquel and Roxanne
on Twitter?
Cheap ass hoe.
Yeah, cheap ass.
What?
Too funny, bro. Too fucking funny. We go to the main event, bro. Braun Breaker, Jey Uso. We all knew it was gonna end in a little schmoz action, bro.
Of course.
The motherfucking Paul Heyman taking his jacket off, ready to put the Dukes up with Jey Uso, bro. That shit was so funny. Seth gets involved. Bro, that was one of the biggest pops I've ever heard in a live event for CM Punk, bro. Because the whole crowd is chanting CM Punk. And then that music hits, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The music ends. We sing for 30 more seconds, bro. That shit was dope, bro.
Yeah.
Shit was dope.
I bet it was a moment. It was definitely a moment.
Not the best Braun versus Jey match. The one for the Intercontinental Championship was a lot better. A lot better.
It was the one that happened on Raw months ago. Yeah, that was a better match. This match, but see the thing is, I don't think this match was supposed. I think this match was just what they say it was supposed to be. Braun Breaker just trying to hurt Jey, pushing him up for Saturday Night Main Event. So I think the match
for Logan on Saturday Night Main Event for Logan.
For Logan. For Saturday Night Main Event. So I think this match served its purpose for the reason that they had this match. But decent main event. Fuck, man. I feel like this faction trio thing is holding Braun back, bro. Like, he's bigger than this. He don't need this. This
even,
is what
bro, even in the match, the crowd barking with him. Even though he's the heel of the match, bro, the crowd was still like, we still fuck with this guy. You know what I mean?
And you're going against a favorite in Jey Uso. Well over. He's so over with the crowd, and they still barking for Braun Breaker. That's how over he is. Yeah. That's what I said. He don't need Seth Rollins, bro. He don't need Paul. Well, I would like to see him just Paul Heyman. It would have been good with just him and Paul Heyman.
Him and Heyman. Yes, bro. Yes.
That'd have been magic. That would have been money right there.
I predict that happens down the line for sure. Because what does Paul Heyman always do? Turn on people. He gonna turn on Seth for the young fella, Braun Breaker.
But it's gonna be after Seth gets the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker's gonna sink his teeth into that World Heavyweight Championship. I think that's how Braun Breaker gets his championship.
Or Braun Breaker wins Money in the Bank, like I said.
Well, you think Braun Breaker's gonna win Money in the Bank?
I think so, bro. I think so. If he's in the match, he's winning, bro.
That'd be a waste.
Winning.
That would be a waste.
All right, well, let's go. Let's go to the main event prediction show. Let's talk about this CM Punk, Sammy, Braun, and Seth match, bro.
Yeah.
Does Sami Zayn turn heel and become the third member of this group? Man. I felt like there was some hints to I was like, ooh, is he turning heel? Like watching Raw, I'm like, ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Like the little backstage with Jay. I was like, ooh.
I think he does. I think he does a 360 and he joins Seth Rollins and them.
A 180, not a 360. If you do a 360, you in the same spot, bro.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
180.
He does a 180. Unless he does a full 360, he takes that damn mask off and he's a whole different person. Yeah. So he maybe this might be the time he turns because professionally, Sammy needs it. He needs a heel turn. He needs something
that would make me and you interested in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And this would pique my interest a little bit.
Yeah. This would make me care about Sammy playing once again. Yeah. Other than the Bloodline Sammy playing. And I'm talking about the original Bloodline Sammy playing, not OG Bloodline Sammy playing. Yeah. Crazy work.
Now, who you got winning this match? It has to be Seth and Braun, right?
Yes, it's Braun and Seth always.
Yeah.
All day.
That's what I think. Now, a little rumor is that Roman's going to make his return this Saturday with a new enforcer, maybe.
Wow.
Do you think that happens?
No, because I heard another rumor is that Roman ain't gonna be on show on TV for quite a while.
Why? They said he was gone for the month of May, bro. It's the end of May. He coming back.
So I don't think we see Roman again until SummerSlam.
Oh man, that would suck. I'd hate to see that. Sure. I'd hate to see that. I need my tribal chief back, even though the tribal chief's retired.
Word on the street. That's what I was going to say. They said that the tribal chief persona is going to be retired.
Yep.
So what he's going to come back as? The big dog?
The lone dog.
The lone dog. Too many dogs. We got Braun Breaker. We got the lone dog. Yeah, what?
The lone dog.
Look, man. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. Whoever put that out there, let's hope it's a joke, first of all. Yeah. Let's hope it's a tease to the IWC. Because if you bring back Roman and you kill his tribal chief persona, and you better not. Because that persona is what got him over. Okay?
I mean, everyone's chanting OTC right now. You know what I'm saying? That's a chant, bro. What are we going to chant now? Nothing? Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
No,
we'll see.
Man.
We'll see. Let's go to this John Cena R-Truth. Who you got winning?
Cena. In a squash match.
Me too, bro. In a squash match.
Yeah.
Does R-Truth get any of the 5-knuckle shuffle in? Does he get any of John Cena's moves in on John Cena?
Nah. He gets no John Cena moves on John Cena. I think John Cena is going to squash this dude, bro.
Damn. Do you think it kicks off the show? I think it kicks off the show. Yeah, that's what I think. For sure. But yeah, we both got John Cena winning.
Yep.
We'll go to Priest, Drew, Steel Cage. Drew better motherfucking win. That's all I'm saying. Even though he won at WrestleMania, he better fucking win again, bro. But there's been a lot of word on the street in the back that people are loving what Priest has been doing. And I'm like, none of us have been liking it.
I don't know what he's been doing. What has he been doing?
They're just like he's there for WWE when they need him. He's
like,
you know,
what?
just
that's his
you
job.
know, just
wait a minute,
bro. That's what I'm saying,
shit?
bro.
Why do people say shit like that?
They're
like,
saying the same thing about Chelsea Green now. She's just like a company woman, like always down for whatever, blah blah blah. And that same thing Dominic Mysterio says. He's like, I might not agree with the writers, but whatever they give me, I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, yeah, but that's like you said, that's their job to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you signed the dotted line for. You know, you ain't a Hulk Hogan. You ain't got creative control in your contract. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to figure out what would be the purpose, of them saying shit like that. Because
we talked about it a lot. Like the internet thinks these wrestlers have more control over everything than they really do. Like the internet just thinks like these wrestlers coming in like, this is what I'm doing tonight, guys. This is what I'm doing. I'm going out there. I'm cutting my own pro. Oh, you're not writing me a fucking promo. No, they write the promos for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, this one of the many four fans that we have in the community that we have.
We're gonna see. Maybe that's why they want to do this show Unreal, is because they want to like show us the fans that we really don't know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? In that regard, like you guys think this motherfucker comes in is like, I'm not dropping the belt tonight. Triple H is like, no, you fucking dropping the belt tonight, bro. Like, maybe that's something they're doing. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know what the purpose is, but that show, I'm not watching that shit at all, bro. Like, I might watch the creative, like the episode where they have the writings room. Like, let me know what episode is that where they have the writing table and stuff. Like, I'm gonna pay attention to that shit, right? I want to see how thoughts are being thrown around and what they say about this person and how they go about this way. But other than that, bro, I really don't need to see. I really don't need to see that stuff. It's more like, like Stone Cold said. I said it a week ago, man. It's like you don't want to know how to do the magic trick. I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. I want to keep that.
I just want to be
mystery,
shocked.
That mystery. Keep that mystery alive, man. So
we both got Drew winning, though, right?
But hold on, let me say this about Drew. Drew better win. Like, better win. And
otherwise, you're doing this man dirty as fuck.
And but see, the problem is, in my heart of hearts, I know he's not going to win. They're going to put Damian over. And it's going to be bad, bro. It's going to be bad because think about the last spot they had with Drew and Damian. That was at the
Mania,
right?
Yeah.
No, not Mania. It was after Mania. They had the 4-way.
Oh, they had like a tag match
at Backlash.
Oh yeah. Backlash
when he chokeslammed him, threw off the table and stuff, right?
Off the table, yeah.
And he stood victorious.
Yeah.
Drew ain't winning this match, bro.
Yeah.
They gave it. They gave Drew the win at Mania, and then they're gonna give the whole feud. They're gonna give it to Damian. That's what they do.
It's terrible,
sometimes.
Bro.
Yeah, it's a waste of Drew's time.
Yeah, that sucks, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something. I felt Drew's pain when after Mania, fucking Damian Priest still attacking Drew. I said, what are we doing right now? Why are we revisiting this storyline? Why? I thought he was done with Damian. But no, he's not. He's not done with Damian. So I hope after Saturday Night Main Event,
it's ending here, bro. It's ending here.
Let's hope so. Because if it's not, if Damian Priest, I mean, hey, the man with the girdle on, can we please be done with this damn match, bro?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Fucking
then
feud.
we get the main event. Jey Uso versus Logan Paul, bro. I give Logan Paul a 30% chance to win this match, bro. I'm not picking him. I'm picking Jay. But I wouldn't be surprised if Logan Paul wins this match somehow with the help from a Seth Rollins or a Braun Breaker.
No.
Because he could be the third man.
No. No. I'm gonna keep saying no because first of all, that shit don't make no sense for Logan Paul to win. What sense would it make for Logan Paul to win this match? Please, like I'm trying to figure it out.
Just cause, bro. Like I talked last week, it would be the WWE crowd would hate it more than anything, and sometimes you have to do that in WWE. They would hate that more than anything, probably in the history of the WWE.
Okay.
There's nothing they would hate more than that.
That is true, but at what expense why would you do that to Jay?
You ain't losing tickets doing that. You ain't losing ticket sales if you do that.
Nah.
You're only getting more online engagement if Logan Paul wins this match. That's it. You're getting more engagement online. Your ticket sales ain't dropping. Jey Uso's t-shirt sales ain't dropping. Nothing else is affected. It can only make money.
Okay,
that's it.
See, you're thinking like TKO. So let's think about this: the long game.
I'm thinking how WWE thinks right now, bro. That's why I think they're gonna win, bro.
Listen, the long game is gonna kill Jey. If Jey loses title to Logan Paul, sort of similarly how he did the Intercontinental Championship, and if Jey gets into another championship conversation again, the crowd ain't gonna be too much behind him again like he was, because they're gonna say he's gonna lose it within a matter of time like that. You can't have Jey lose his title right now, bro. You just can't. You cannot.
I don't want it to happen, but I just think there's a 40% chance it happens.
It don't even have to be because it's Logan Paul. It could be another opponent. It could have been Gunther for a rematch. You still can't have Jey lose his title right now. You just can't. You cannot. You have to let him sit and marinate on his title for longer than, bro, come on.
How much long? Because we talked about June 9th.
At least SummerSlam. Yeah. At least.
We'll see, bro.
That would give him, that would give him what? From Mania to SummerSlam, that give him like a 3-month run, right?
Yeah.
Or 4.
Bro, half of John Cena's runs are less than 30 fucking days, bro. So we'll be all right, bro. We'll be all right.
But that's John Cena, bro.
But that was back in the day when the belt was changing all the fucking time.
That's John Cena, too, man. You talking about one of the Mount Rushmores. That's John Cena, bro.
Oh, I'm not putting him on no Rushmore right now. No, sir.
You should.
No, sir.
If you know the business, you should. He is on the Mount Rushmore, whether no one likes it or not. On the business side of hey, there's only 4 people up there, bro. It's only 4.
Yeah.
It's Hogan,
John Cena ain't one.
Rock, Stone Cold, John Cena. That's it. That's it. It damn sure ain't no goddamn Roman Reigns. It damn sure ain't Roman Reigns, bro. It damn sure ain't Roman. No. It ain't Roman, bro.
All right, bro. Any final thoughts on the week of WWE? We got 2 back-to-back nights coming up. Friday night SmackDown, go home show, and then Saturday night main event.
Saturday night main event. We'll see how the show goes. Word on the street is, I don't know when they're gonna put them on sale, but Saturday night main event is gonna be in the A.
No, I didn't hear none of this shit.
Oh, yeah. So I'm bringing you something new. Check this out. Word on the street, the July 12th edition of Saturday Night Main Event will happen in State Farm Arena in Atlanta.
So they're going to move it from San Antonio?
It was never be in San Antonio.
That's what they said. They said, remember, it was the whole thing with, if that's it, so we get Evolution and Saturday Night Main Event in Atlanta? Going to both.
I think that's what they're trying to do.
Shit, I'm down.
Saturday Night Main Event in Atlanta. I think this is what they're talking about. They think that this might be the destination for the Saturday Night Main Event in July in Atlanta.
I'm down.
So Evolution's supposed to happen around that way?
13th, bro. The same day as,
So Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll see, bro.
I want to try to go to one. I ain't going to both. I can't go to both, man. I ain't got that money to go to both of them. See, the thing is, like, when I go to, I'm very particular where I need to sit.
Yeah.
I have to.
Me too.
I gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to be in the meat of the crowd, man. I have to be, man. But if they do come to Atlanta, man, that's gonna make a hard day for me, bro. Because now I gotta choose. Like, do I want to go to this show, or do I want to fucking stay home and watch the goddamn All In?
Gonna have to find out, bro. Go see where your loyalty lies.
I don't know, bro. It's like whoever got the better show, that's what I'm gonna watch with first.
Yeah,
that's what I'm rock with first.
We'll see if Will Ospreay wins on Saturday or Sunday or not. That's gonna be telling.
Boy, I got some shit for your ass on that side.
All right, y'all. That's our WWE review. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.